and we're off. Hey, Badger Army.
I can't see anything. Hello, Barmy Badger Army. I hope you're all well, guys. Welcome to today's show. Today, we're going to be talking about the Bird Box Challenge.
And why you really, really shouldn't do it.
And also, we're going to be talking about International Kiss a Ginger Day. Coming up when, Nicholas?
Actually, it was on Saturday, but better late than never.
Right, yes. So we're going to talk about International Kiss a Ginger Day.
Let's get this over with.
We're going to talk about burger. Thank you very much for that.
Darn, it's over with. Before anyone starts asking why.
Controversial questions. Yeah, so basically today we thought we'd talk about International Kiss a Ginger Day.
International Kiss a Ginger Day, which is actually quite well established. I actually saw that I tweeted about it last year as well.
Really?
So I'm like, oh,
Brilliant.
It is actually quite well established then. It's not something that one of my ginger friends invented to create sympathy for themselves.
I just need, attention all the time.
But yeah. So yes, you know, show solidarity with your ginger friends. They have souls. They may have slightly fiery tempers at times, but
it's all worth it. And just a bit of camaraderie and a bit of fun. I definitely think if you have a chance to take part in International Kiss a Ginger Day, I think it's really funny and you should always do it.
Be careful about kissing random gingers in the street, though.
Yeah, I would just kiss ginger people,
Yeah.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, yeah.
It's probably a bit random to go up to random strangers and snog them. But yes, thank you, Nick. That's livened up my afternoon.
I'm glad.
Indeed. So next we're going to be talking about Bird Box Challenge. Why the heck would you do this sort of thing? Who would think that this is a good idea? Why would you do this?
We should point out here that obviously Bird Box, the big hit on Netflix over Christmas starring Sandra Bullock, the key scene from it was Sandra Bullock walking around with a blindfold on. I think because she's trying to avoid, you can't look at the monster in the film.
That's right. I mean, I have actually seen the film and I do give it a 5-star rating if you would like to watch it. And I think it's fantastic. And it has brought out some really funny things on the internet. A lot of people are doing weird and wonderful things with this Bird Box Challenge where they're trying to do things blindfolded, like tattooing. And some people are doing recreations of the main scenes in the film where they're driving away from the monsters blindfolded or with their eyes shut. It's like, what are you doing? This should not be a thing.
That's going to look good. It's going to look well good on your criminal records, or at the very least on your insurance claim.
What are you doing with your life if you think that driving around blindfolded is a good thing?
I mean, back in the day, doing stuff blindfolded used to be quite common practice on like kids' game shows and stuff like that.
Yes, most definitely, like Gunge Tank and things like that.
Those were controlled environments.
Yes, most definitely.
They weren't sending them out on the street and doing that.
No, this is true. It's all controlled and not being funny, these people are old enough to drive. This isn't something that little kids are doing. This is like full-grown adults. Check yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Most definitely. What is the matter with these people? But yes, so the tattooing apparently went terribly.
I bet it did.
The driving aspect of it went terribly. I mean, I can sort of, there's been some weird challenges that we've referenced in the past, like the condom challenge, the Tide Pod challenge we talked about, the fire challenge, that weird guy that decided it would be a good idea to super glue his face into a microwave. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful things that people are doing on the internet. But come on, guys. I know everyone's like searching for the next big thing to get YouTube views, but OMG, come on now. What is the matter with it?
No amount of views are going to speed up your surgery.
No, and apparently it really went really badly. Why would you think it? And also, Netflix has actually had to release an official statement on this. Please do not take part in the Bird Box Challenge. We don't know where this has happened, but it is a very bad thing, and don't do it. Don't try this at home, kids.
It was, it's a bit like on the end of at the end of Gladiators. It was like, do not attempt to recreate any of this.
Exactly.
For the love of your preferred god. Maybe not words to that extent, but
yes,
they were attempting
that would
to,
be
you
the
can tell.
modern standpoint on it.
And
but yes, why would you think this is a good idea? Driving around blindfolded, or in fact attempting anything dangerous blindfolded, for goodness sake.
yes, save it for the party games.
Yeah,
Blind feeders and stuff
blind
like
feeder,
that.
pin the tail on the donkey. That's, you know, even that has probably had a few fair accidents where someone stabbed themselves with a needle.
Or stab someone else with it.
Exactly.
That's... Ooh, this feels like where the donkey should go. Boom!
Bang! Ouch! So why would you even think that it's a good idea to drive or do anything like this?
So...
It's mad.
Yeah, you
and
know.
the fact that Netflix had to release an official statement saying, please don't do it. They obviously didn't think that people would be insane enough to go, oh, that bit with Sandra Bullock,
To be
let's try
honest
and copy that.
They probably weren't expecting it to take off in the way it did.
Well,
you know,
yeah,
the
it's
film
become-
was like a real like sleeper hit of the
It
year.
was. It's become one of the most popular films in Netflix streaming history, which is insane. I don't think they really thought they would become that popular, but it has become exceedingly popular.
And now there's lots and lots of memes about it and
There's
everything.
lots of memes about it.
Trying to
There's-
avoid football results and stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's right. There's lots of memes
Or
about
trying
it.
not to spend too much when you're out
Yeah,
shopping.
it's like, oh yeah, and there's that
Yeah.
whole thing, you know, looking at your bank account after the January sales. But, you know, all that sort of thing. And I can understand where it's come from. It seems to have really embedded itself in popular culture, which is fantastic. But I'm guessing the creators never thought that people would go out and try and copy it.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that it's something memorable. You often hear people complaining about kind of like films and TV and stuff not being memorable anymore, but every so often something like that comes along and you're just like,
Yeah.
actually it is.
Yeah, this was really memorable. Myself, afterwards, I was looking at, after the film had aired, I was looking at how to sort of decipher some of the spoilery bits in there, trying to figure it out, because I don't know if you've seen Bird Box yet, Nick, but a lot of it is left open at the end.
Because they
and
don't actually show the monsters, do they?
They do, sort of. There's
right,
one
okay.
particular scene in it where you get somebody that draws what they think the monster looked like. So
Right.
they sort of do show you and don't show you at the same time.
Okay.
Because obviously it could be the ravings of a madman. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's what the monster looks like. They were very clever and very sort of nondescript with it. There was some bits in there at the end that was sort of talking about the fact it might have been demons from hell to initiate the apocalypse, but that was never proven. There was never any priests, and they didn't go down that religious angle where they had to try and find it with exorcisms and things like that. There was none of that. There was just a pure trying to escape to the safe land aspect. You know, I'm guessing if they do a sequel, they will try and do this thing where they try and stop them or something like that, or find a weakness. You know, but it was very interesting, and the tension was high, and it was a really good film. So I thoroughly recommend watching it if you haven't. Perhaps we'll watch it together if you're not too keen on watching horrors on your own. We'll do that. So, what else do you think, Nick? Do you think that this is the pinnacle of the silly challenge aspect, or do you think something else random will come up?
I don't like speculating on stuff like that.
I
because
know, it's
the
a bit painful.
The thing is, a lot of these people on YouTube, you know, that you think you've seen the worst of it, and then they'll surprise you. You know, we thought Tide Pods were the lowest of the lows, but then the condom challenge happened.
And the setting yourself on fire challenge happened as well.
Yeah, that was.
And the one that which was very dangerous, and Crayler said, no, you must not do this. There was a thing where children were melting Craylers and turning them into cheap makeup, and I'm sure we've referenced that on the show
I think we
before
have,
as well.
Yeah. That's just.
Why would that? You're just going to burn yourself on hot wax. Why? But yeah, it's just insane. Some of the things that people do for fame is bonkers. And you know, I think, you know, the people that have done this Bird Box challenge are lucky that they've come out alive.
Yes.
And so please don't try that at home, guys. Please don't. It would be very, very bad for you to do a Bird Box challenge if it was unsupervised, or at least something that wasn't as dangerous as driving a car or doing a tattoo. I mean, why would they think that that was a good idea? And the person that actually paid for that tattoo, I bet they're a bit salty on that one.
Yes.
So thank you very much for joining us today, guys, where we've talked about International Kiss of Ginger. and we've talked about the Bird Box Challenge, which has been a hilarious day today, and it's been really fun talking about this with you guys. I can't see again what is going on here. Please, Nick, can you say bye to everyone and press the stop button and have fun. Big shout out to everyone that sponsors, donates or moderates the live streams and helps with the costing of the show, because without you guys, episodes like this, random antics, would not happen in the world of Sundays. So thank you very much, everyone, for donating and helping with the show, because this would not happen without you. And look after yourselves, keep safe, keep well. Bye from me, and it's bye from him.
Bye for now, Barmy Badger Army.
See you later on, guys. Bye.